And welcome back to Sal Magley Stadium. We apologize once again for the technical difficulties. So Batavia able to get out of their own jam in the bottom of the second inning, and the score now sits at 9-1 Batavia as we start the top of the third frame. Justin Espinal at bat for the Muckdogs. Lowry still on the mound for the Americans. Lowry's first pitch to Espinal, laced into the right center field for a base hit, and Espinal gets his first hit of the day. So first pitch swinging is Espinal, and it pays off as he gets things started early once again for the Batavia Muckdogs. That'll bring in the second baseman, number 31, Justin Austin. He is 0 for 1 on the day with, he got on base safely, but it was from an error from the pitcher, Jude Lowry. Lowry's pitch to Austin. First pitch, breaking ball across the plate. Espinal flown into right center field, and Moniel will get under that one for out number 1. So Lowry records the first out in the top of the third inning, and that'll bring in the left fielder, Anthony Greco. Greco 1 for 1 on the evening with a single into center field. So it'll be Espinal off first base. Greco standing into the left-handed batter's box as Lowry gets set to go. Lowry's pitch to Greco. Breaking ball, sky high. And it'll be popped up into foul territory. And Vinny Morrow camps under that one for the second out. So after the leadoff single for the Muckdogs, it's 2 quick outs following. And that'll bring in the 10th hitter, Sean Pope, who had that bases clearing 3 RBI triple last inning. That ball hit sharply into left center field, bounced off the wall, and Pope in there easily with the triple. That first pitch to Pope in the dirt for ball 1. So Espinal still on first base, Pope standing in, and Lowry trying to record the last out to give it back to the Americans. Lowry's pitch in there for strike 1. So it'll be a 1-1 count on the way to Pope as Lowry becomes set. The pitch to Pope. That one is just a bit outside. It'll be 2-1, the count for Pope. Pope, although the average doesn't always show it, as he's batting at 162, he has a lot of pop in the bat. Recorded 4 RBIs. That one chopped to Miller at first base, and Miller throws that one to Mariani at second base to get Espinal out, and that'll be the inning for the top of the third for the Muckdogs. And the Americans hope to cut into this 8-run deficit in the bottom of the third inning. Heading to a break, and we'll be right back with more Batavia Muckdogs baseball.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Sal Magley Stadium. Austin Menny's back on the broadcast alongside Landon Washburn. Apologies, as Landon said earlier, for the technical difficulties. I stepped aside for the last, I don't even know how long, to try to get the broadcast back up. We have the camera back. That was one of the most stressful moments of my life. And we're back.
And one thing I want to say, Austin, is I don't think I've ever told you this. I appreciate how much you do for me. I never understood. It is so hard to call the game, do your stats here on your phone and in the book, and also update the scoreboard. I could barely even do just calling the game part. So you doing all three at once, doing a fantastic job at it all season long. I give you props, and please never leave me again.
I appreciate that. That one inside and bounces away from Bolton for the first ball of this at-bat against Mo Neal.
So I'm going to go back to my happy place and taking the back seat to you, and you do your thing, buddy, and the broadcast back up and running, and hopefully no more problems.
Next one, that one low again. Bolton drops down to snag that one. So Liam Ryan still on the mound for Batavia in the bottom of the third. He's going to work now. Next pitch, that one misses outside. 3 balls and no strikes to Mo Neal.
And Liam Ryan now approaching his 40th pitch of the game. The longest he's ever gone this season for the Muckdogs, 2 innings.
Next one, it's a 4-pitch walk, and that puts a runner on first base.
So, Austin, we both knew this being around the team and watching them all season, but today a little bit of a different approach. We're going to go, the Batavia Muckdogs are going to do a bullpen game today. Not a normal starter is Liam Ryan. He's normally one of the guys, one of the elite arms in the bullpen. So we'll see a lot of different pitchers today for the Batavia Muckdogs.
Ryan's next pitch upcoming. That one is fouled off for the first strike. Score is 9-1 here at Niagara Falls. Apologies again. We had a lot of different issues happening all at once. The Wi-Fi went down. For some reason, the camera just altogether stopped working. We're back. We have this. Everything is back up to date. So what you are seeing on the broadcast right now is live, and everything is going as normal as possible. Ryan looking over at first base at Mo Neal. Next pitch upcoming. That one outside. Bolton's throw not in time. So Mariani steals. That's a 1-2 count from Ryan.
Mo Neal recording his 7th stolen base on the season, leads the team in stolen bags.
1-2 upcoming from Liam Ryan. Looking back at Mo Neal, lifts his leg and the delivery. That one is high. 2-2.
So leadoff man on for the Americans, steals second base, putting him in scoring position. They're trying to do anything possible to cut this Batavia Muckdog deficit inning by inning.
2-2 to Mariani. That one fouled off.
And no other time to do it than right now. Top your lineup still early in this game. You want to put some runs up here in the bottom of the third inning. Give your team life. Give the crowd life. And don't make this an easy victory for Batavia. Make them earn that. Make them work a little bit.
Batavia in their last 3 games, including the 3 innings they've had up at the plate so far, they have put together a total of 40 total runs in their last 3 games.
And that's just something this Batavia Muckdogs team is capable of. Putting up those type of numbers is insane in baseball. They almost have games, scoring 10, 11, 12 runs. That's kind of unheard of.
So now Mariani reaches base on the walk. Ryan lost him. Bolton goes to have a word with Liam Ryan. Now 2 runners are on, no outs in the inning. Coach Cox going to have a word with Ryan as well. We do have a reliever warming up in the Muckdogs bullpen. Josh Livingood warming up in the bullpen for the Muckdogs.
And Livingood missing some time recently with a little bit of an injury, but today he's, he told me yesterday he was really excited to get back on the mound and back to competing with the Muckdogs and his team helping the squad as much as he can. Obviously, we know he's a weapon when he's on the mound, but when he's off the mound, he's doing everything he can to provide support and helping his team as much as possible. So Liam Ryan, his 48th pitch of the outing, by far his most on the season.
That one is fouled off by the first baseman, Graydon Miller.
And this is kind of what, we predicted, Austin and I, these relievers coming in, playing that bullpen role, bullpen game, about 40 to 50 pitches would be their sweet spot, their limit. And Liam Ryan right there at 48 pitches. Right now we'll see how much he has left in the tank for Skip Martinez and the Batavia Muckdogs.
Ryan getting ready for the 0-1 offering upcoming. Ryan looks back, and now the pitch. That one out to left center. Still going. Still carrying. That one falls. It'll be a ground rule double, so one run will come in to score.
Ground rule double as Nick O'Neill will come around to score. It's now 9-2. That ball was hit a country mile in the air. Greg Miller, have yourself a
So that brings up Vinny Morrow. Morrow last night went yard in the victory over Auburn. The Muckdogs currently holding a 5-game lead over Auburn throughout the first few days of July.
And Auburn, I don't want to say they've had Batavia's number, but they've given them fits in the first 2 games of the year, losing a close one and then tying 0-0 in the first time they played. So this weekend, a doubleheader, I believe.
On Sunday.
In Auburn. On Sunday, it should be fireworks in those 2 games.
That one inside, and now 1 ball and no strikes.
So although Auburn has given Batavia fits in the season, Batavia still holds a 5-game advantage almost as we approach the halfway point in the summer here.
1-0, that one misses. That one called a late strike, actually. So taking a look at the West standings briefly, Elmira catching up to Auburn. They're only a game behind them. So Ryan gets ready, the 1-1 offering. That one stopped by Bolton behind the dish, but it bounces on the turf for a ball.
And great stop by Bolton there to keep that close. Dom Mariani at third base has very good speed. If that one got away a couple more feet, Mariani would definitely think about attempting to come home.
Ryan getting ready. 2-1 offering upcoming to Morrow. That one fouled off down the left field line.
Our boy Thomas falling down the third base line. Thomas is a local guy that lives around the corner, and he was at the pool today and showed up to the ballpark and became an honorary intern following going Palmer around and getting to see the press boxes.
Ryan getting ready.
Like 10-year-old you will ever meet.
2 balls and 2 strikes.
Liam Ryan gets his sign. Vinny Morrow facing a 2-2 count. He will call timeout. And
Time is called there. So Ryan up against a powerful hitter in Morrow and then a dangerous hitter with Dalton Harper right behind him. 2-2 from Ryan. That one fouled off.
Liam Ryan definitely got away with that one there. That one was up in the zone. Vinny Morrow just fouled it off. What a play, folks. Vinny Morrow, 14 RBIs for the Americans, hoping to add some more as there's 2 runners in scoring position. Miller off second base and Mariani off third.
So Ryan gets ready. And the delivery upcoming. That one misses outside. So now a full count from Ryan upcoming.
And first base is open, so people always say, if you walk Morrow, it doesn't hurt you. But it does hurt you because Dalton Harper's on deck, and that'll load the bases for Harper, who leads the team in hits.
Ryan's next pitch. That one misses outside, so there you go, Landon. You were just mentioning it'd be dangerous to load the bases. Coach Martinez will be making a move to the bullpen. It'll be Josh Livengood coming into the game. No outs with the bases loaded. So let's take a look at Livengood's stats. He hasn't pitched in a while. He's coming back from an injury. Josh Livengood coming in. He has a 2-0 record in 14 innings pitched. He's given up 8 hits. His ERA sits at 0. He is not responsible for any of the runners on the base path. The only run he could be responsible for in this at-bat is the batter, Dalton Harper. 19 Ks on the season for Livengood, and opponents are hitting 170 off of him. So a reliable arm coming into the game, one that Coach Martinez is not afraid to call his number at any time. So while Josh Livengood warms up, we'll take a break.
Bases loaded, jam, trying to help out his teammate Liam Ryan.
Livengood gets his first pitch from the stretch, takes a breath, slide step delivery. That one a strike on the outside part of the plate.
So Butler and Trevor Dutra in on the corners, trying to cut down Mariani at home. Lopez and Austin in double play depth in the middle infield.
0-1 from Livengood upcoming. That one misses low.
Livengood, the Lexington, Kentucky native, is just the guy the Muckdogs want on the mound right now. His Ks per 9 today at 12.2 Ks per 9 innings.
1-1 from Livengood. That one swung on and missed by Harper. Now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Gavin Boyle is on deck. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Livengood shakes off 2 straight pitches. He likes that one from Bolton. 1-2. That one misses outside and low. Bolton loses it, but it stays in front of him, so the runners do not advance.
And Bolton once again doing a great job behind the plate. Not able to catch that one cleanly, but keeping it close, because that one was tough to handle in the dirt. Keeping Mariani at third base.
Livengood, the next pitch upcoming. 2-2. Swung on and missed, and Harper goes down swinging. So 1 away here.
And although you got Dalton Harper out swinging, that'll bring up Gavin Boyle, who is second on the team in RBIs with 10. Gavin Boyle, a very dangerous hitter for the Americans this season, has recorded 12 hits in 16 games. And boy, would this hit be a big one to cut this Muckdogs lead even more.
Live and good, getting set. First pitch. That one bounces in the dirt. So one thing about Live and Good, and you and I have talked about it quite a bit, is his delivery. It's a little hard to see on the camera, so when the inning ends, we'll go into more depth on it. 1-0 from Live and Good, and that one misses low and outside, 2 balls and no strikes.
So the base is loaded for the Americans. It'll be Vinny Morrow on first, Graydon Miller on second, and Dom Mariani on third.
2-0 upcoming from Live and Good. Next pitch, that one grounded up the middle into center field, so 1 run will score. Another one being waved around. So now runners at the corners with 2 runs scoring.
And a 2 RBI single for Gavin Boyle, who we mentioned, very dangerous hitter in the lineup for the Americans. And he shows it off right there.
Kind of had cued off in dead center. It's a little bright, so it didn't pick it up. A firework just went off.
I saw it over there, out there in left center as well, over that patch of grass, the hill over there. People celebrating early.
9-4 game now. Live and Good getting ready. He likes that pitch. And the delivery. That one swung on and missed by Rex Smith.
So Boyle stands at first base. Decent speed. He's 3 for 3 on the season with stolen bags. It'll be Vinny Morrow at third.
0-1 upcoming. That one pops straight up in the air. Lopez getting back on it. Converging is Greco. No runners advance. So now there's 2 outs in the inning.
And Lopez tracking that one back. But it's easier just for the outfielder to run in there and make a play. That's always kind of the rule of thumb for the infielder, is if the outfielder can make the play, let them make the play. It's a lot easier for them running in than you running back. And Lopez does just that.
Jake Hollins now coming up to the plate. Live and Good gets his pitch. And here's the delivery. That one right down the middle. So Live and Good gets that next pitch. The 0-1 upcoming. That one grounded foul, so now Live and Good quickly up 0-2 in this count.
Jake Hollins in the batter's box for the Americans. Has a .212 batting average on the year. He's 0 for 1 on the evening, hoping to record his first base hit and bring one more run across in the bottom of the third for the Americans.
0-2 upcoming from Live and Good. The slide step, that one pops straight up into the air. Pointing is Live and Good. Getting underneath it is Dutra. And that's how the inning ends. The Americans get 3 runs in the inning to make it a 9-4 ball game here on the 4th of July as we head to the top of the 4th inning.
What do we got here today? What do you guys got?
How can I help you?
What do you recommend?
I don't know, we just got a fresh batch of Eli Fish's Muckdog Ale.
Muckdog Ale? Go Dogs! Give me some of those.
Muckdog Ale coming right up! Muckdog Ale!
Go Dogs, baby!
Okay.
Gotta get this done quick. Oh, what's up, guys?
Welcome back to the booth. Now that we have everything working, you can see me alongside with Landon here in the broadcast. So we were talking about Josh Livengood being on the mound for the Muckdogs. His delivery when he comes through with it, camera's inverted so it looks like I'm a lefty. Josh Livengood is a righty.
And it just hits the dirt right before it gets to the catcher's glove.
That one in there for a strike. So the 0-1 upcoming. And here's the pitch. That one fouled off by Lopez into the pool. And I don't know if Gavin Chandler traveled with the team today. Let's see if he's here. He did not. So, Gavin, if you are listening, no, we are not jumping in the pool.
I actually ran into Gavin before I left, and I can confirm he was enjoying his 4th of July with Devin Brooks in the dorms, watching some baseball, eating some cheeseburgers.
That one grounded into the gap, so Lopez gets on with a single.
So Lucas Lopez doing his job, getting on base as the leadoff man.
Now that brings up to the plate Jake Butler. And for those of you that didn't get the reference, Jake Butler, he likes frozen bananas instead of ice cream. So now Lowry's pitch to Butler is high and inside. Missing the strike zone for ball 1.
Lucas Lopez standing off first base, a pretty sizable lead over there. Leads the team in stolen bags with 14 on the year.
Next one, that one deep by Butler into left field. It's still carrying, still going, bounces off the wall. Lopez will stay at third. Butler in there with a stand-up double.
And that ball absolutely scorched a high and middle fastball. Jake Butler got a hold of that one, bounces off the top of the wall out there, hits the Bully Hill Vineyards out there in left field, and Jake Collins gets that one off the wall, and Lopez forced to stay at third, but a big double from Jake Butler, and that'll put 2 in scoring position for the designated hitter, number 47, Cooper Romick.
Jake Butler didn't get enough power on that one, about a few feet missing. So in order for Jake Butler to get more power, he should go to Whole Life Fitness, which is the official gym of the Batavia Muckdogs, located at 624 East Main Street in Batavia. Make sure to stop in and see them for your membership. Jake, all jokes up here, you hit it a lot further than I ever could. Next pitch, that one popped up by Romick over to the right side of the field in no man's land. I believe it landed foul.
3 Americans, Miles Yu, Graydon Miller, and Gavin Boyle all trying to track that one down out there in the right foul ball area. But honestly, Austin, that one fell for a strike. And if that was caught, the Muckdogs were scoring 1 run as Lopez and Butler were both ready to tag. So Romick is 1 for 2 on the day, hoping to add his second hit on the evening.
Lowry's pitch, that one out to center field. It'll be caught by Monil, tagging is Lopez. He will score, and the Muckdogs now have 10 runs on the evening, only through 3 1/3.
So Cooper Romick doing his part in the lineup, although not a base hit. It's just as productive as one, as it'll be a sac fly out there to Nick Monil in center field as Lucas Lopez able to tag up. Butler remains at second base, and that'll bring up the catcher, James Bolton, who's 2 for 2 on the evening.
First pitch to Bolton, that misses low and outside. So James Bolton, if you guys see him in person, he's somebody that goes to Whole Life Fitness.
Yeah, this guy lifts.
he would be somebody extremely scary to get angry, but I don't know if James Bolton has ever gotten angry.
He can take a joke, too.
Yeah,
We learned that.
He can take a joke. James Bolton, he may look scary, may look intimidating, but one of the nicest people you'll ever meet. 2-0 upcoming. That one grounded to the left side of the infield, picked up by the third baseman Morrow, thrown across the diamond. Miller makes the grab. Butler will stay at second base.
An excellent play by Vinny Morrow, ranging over to his glove side out there by shortstop, and he's going to set his feet and throw across the diamond to retire James Bolton. Sean Mendez stepping in for the Muckdogs, 1 for 2 on the evening with a single.
So Lowry getting ready. First pitch upcoming. That one will drill Mindas. So now 2 runners on. Trevor Dutra comes up to the plate.
And still no movement in the Americans' bullpen as Jude Lowry just threw his 65th pitch of the outing.
We do have somebody sitting down in the Muckdogs bullpen.
No hacky sack today over there?
No hacky sack.
Who's eating a sandwich?
First pitch, that one in there for strike 1. So, using my trusty binoculars that I found in the office, Nate Ruth sitting down in the bullpen. 0-1. That one, a strike high in the strike zone.
Trevor Dutra stepping in for the Muckdogs, 1 for 2 on the evening. Had that double laced down the right field line.
0-2. That one swung on and missed. Dutra going down on strikes. That is how the inning ends. The Muckdogs do get 1 run, though, in the inning to put their lead back at 6 as we head to the bottom of the 4th here at Niagara Falls. Welcome back to Niagara Falls. Austin Mendes joined with Landon Washburn here in the booth. Michael Huff up at the plate. And for those of you that weren't watching the game yesterday, which was few of you because we broke records on the broadcast yesterday for viewership. If you guys didn't watch the game, Landon was Yummy Dog yesterday, stepping up and replacing Bubba Dog. 0-1 upcoming. That one high. So all of us interns came together and we decided that the funniest part from Landon's in-game host debut was when he introduced himself to the fans saying, what was it you said again?
I can't remember.
So,
I
to jog his memory, he said, "My name is Yummy Dog, for those of you that don't," something like that.
most people call me Yummy Dog.
Yeah, most people call me Yummy Dog, but what else did you say?
Live and Good's pitch.
Swung on and missed. So Live and Good gets the strikeout.
Most people call me Yummy Dog, but I pointed to a girl in the crowd and said, you can call me anytime. And that goes for all you viewers, too. I am single, and you guys can always call me anytime.
If you look at the bottom, Landon's phone number is in there on the ticker. If you call that number, it won't be him picking up, though. It'll be his secretary, a.k.a. Jack O'Keefe. 4 box office tickets for the Batavia Muckdogs, as that one is grounded into center field as Miles Ooh will get on base.
So Miles Ooh gets his first hit of the day with that single back up the middle. And that'll turn it around to the top of the lineup as Nick O'Neill will now step in for the Niagara Falls Americans. He's 0 for 1 on the evening with a flyout and a walk. Nick O'Neill leads the team in batting average and walks with 17.
Live and Good pickoff attempt, and Ooh is in there safely.
Miles Ooh, 1 for 1 on the summer with stolen bag attempts.
That one out to left field in no man's land. Greco has that one bounce over his head, so O'Neill will get on with a single.
And tough play from Greco out there in shallow left field, kind of in no man's land. O'Neill that kind of flared off his bat, slicing towards the side, towards the foul line out in left field. But Greco plays that one on the hop, and that'll be another base runner on for the Americans in the bottom of the 4th inning. That'll bring up a very dangerous hitter, Dom Mariani, who's second on the team in batting average.
I think that's the first time you said his last name right.
I know, I'm sorry, Dom. It's been a long time since I got that name right.
First pitch from Live and Good, that one inside for ball 1.
Dom Mariani. I'm going to get used to it as he's already came around. This is his 3rd plate appearance, and we're only in the 4th inning.
Live and Good getting ready. And the pitch. That one lined out to Dutra. Tagged over there at first is O'Neill, and it's a double play to end the inning. So that is how the inning ends here. So now the Muckdogs getting their chance in the top of the 5th. Coming up is Justin Espinal, Justin Austin, and Anthony Greco will be back in a few short moments.
Hey guys, this is Austin, the play-by-play broadcaster for the Batavia Muckdogs, and I'm here with Dewey at Attica's 10th hole in Attica, New York at 96 Bunnell Street. Dewey's here ready to sink a par. Go ahead, Dewey. Come out to Attica's to play some 9-hole golf. Nice job, Dewey.
Jeez, this guy stinks. Go to the bullpen. Ready?
Me? Ow. Thanks to these Muckdogs jerseys, which you can buy now, I'm still fresh and still clean.
welcome back. Sal Magley Stadium, Justin Espinal leading things off for the Muckdogs here in the top of the 5th inning.
Espinal 1 for 1 on the evening with the single. He was also hit by a pitch in his first plate appearance. So Espinal, after missing some time, 2 for 2, getting on base twice.
That one over to the third baseman, Morrow. He gets it on the snag, throws over to Miller at first for the first out of the inning. So 1 pitch, 1 out.
And Espinal wasting no time attacking the first pitch once again. He's not let too many pitches go by him today. 3 at-bats, 4 total pitches for Justin Espinal. That'll bring in Justin Austin. From one Justin to the next. He's 0 for 2 on the day with a ground out. He reached on an air and a fly out in the shallow right center field.
That one bounces in the dirt. 1 ball and no strikes.
Justin Austin playing second base today for the Muckdogs.
1-0 upcoming. That one popped up by Austin, foul. That one taking a splash.
Justin Austin, not an everyday starter for the Muckdogs, just his 13th game so far for Batavia. But when he's in the lineup, he's been productive, has a .242 batting average and 7 RBIs.
1-1 upcoming. That one on the outside part of the plate for a strike. So fans, coming into today, Batavia Muckdogs head coach, manager, Coach Joey Skip Martinez. That one line foul. Coach Joey Skip Martinez, 97 career wins coming into today.
Which means he could get 100 in Auburn. I know he would love that, to get back on Auburn. I see last time he was there, he tied 0-0. Thought he should have won that game as Austin grounds that one to Ooh at second base. Miles Ooh, wide throw to Miller. And Austin will take off for second, and he'll get in safely.
So Ooh throwing that wide.
Pretty basic routine play from Miles Ooh. Just laced that one a bit wide from Miller. And a very uncharacteristic error from Miles Ooh at second base.
Anthony Greco coming up to the plate. Pinch runner at second base. Yankiel Gonzalez now running at second base for the Muckdogs.
I wonder if Justin Austin maybe tweaked something as he turned first. Maybe he walked a little bit ginger back into the dugout.
First pitch to Greco falls in the strike zone.
Still early in this game. And Gonzalez is on second base for Austin.
The 0-1. Grinded over to Morrow, thrown across the diamond and picked by Miller at first. So now 2 outs in the inning.
And Vinny Morrow at third base for the hot corner for the Americans, doing a great job over there, holding down the fort. He's had a lot of action through the first 4.5 frames.
This is a mess. In steps Sean Pope. I have no clue what's going on.
Lowry's first pitch. Pope lines that one foul.
Pope seen the ball well today, making hard contact. He's 1 for 2 on the evening with that very long and loud triple off the wall in left center field. He also had a ground out to Graydon Miller at first base, and that one roped foul down the right field line, yes.
Next pitch upcoming from Lowry. That one misses outside. So fans, if the Muckdogs score a run in this inning, Landon will do a dance here on the live stream.
He's just saying that. I'll dance, though. I'm a dancer.
Next pitch, that one out to right field, a line drive out for the final out of the inning. So Landon will still do the dance for you guys for some 4th of July entertainment. Unfortunately, due to copyright restrictions from YouTube, I cannot play a song for Landon, so he's just going to have to listen to the song that's going on. Graydon Miller will lead things off for the Americans. So now flipping it back to the booth, I'm going to move over, and Landon's going to give you some entertainment.
So now I wasn't sure what to do. Obviously, I have a lot of dance moves in my arsenal. You know, people know me best for the sprinkler, the shopping cart. There's also the lawnmower, but I wanted to bring something out, something special for you guys. I think it's called the truffle shuffle. Is that what they call it? And I call it the truffle shuffle because I like chocolate. And a truffle, chocolate, truffle a tree. I think that's in a book, but I don't really read, so I don't want them to break these. It's going to go like, oh, I'm not lifting my shirt up, but Is that how it goes? Is that how it goes?
This was all improv just to give you guys some entertainment.
Yeah, like the 10 runs wasn't enough for the Muckdogs. They need more entertainment. Okay.
We'll be back. Still trying to get our composure here from Landon's dance moves. Graydon Miller leading things off for the Americans here in the bottom half of the 5th.
Miller 2 for 2 on the day with 2 doubles.
Live and good, getting ready, and the pitch upcoming to Miller. That one inside.
So Josh live and good. We said his pitch count limit around 45 pitches, just through his 23rd of the outing.
Next pitch, that one missing again.
So live and good in his first 2 innings, 22 pitches.
2-0 upcoming. That one grounded foul.
He's also recorded 2 strikeouts. Miller trying to stay perfect today, 2 for 2.
That one misses outside, and now a 3-1 count. So Tina Wolf said, Landon, you need to watch the Goonies to learn the truffle shuffle.
I thought I heard of it somewhere.
Next pitch is ball 4, and he walks Miller.
But Tina, I do appreciate the movie suggestion. My friend Alex and I back at school, he's a big movie head, and he's always talking to me about movies, and I have no idea what he's talking about because I don't really watch movies. I don't have a whole lot of free time. But I will take your suggestions, and I can't promise I'll watch them, but I will certainly give them to Alex.
So, fans, if you want to have your child or maybe you yourself learn dance moves from the Batavia Muckdogs, give us a call at 585-524-2260, and you won't actually get any because our dance instructor would be Landon.
You know, I did drama club in high school for singing, not for dancing.
Now,
and I'm not going to sing for you now.
we need a God Bless America out of you in the next break. That one swung on and missed by Vinny Morrow.
You know, if you're going to start volunteering me for stuff, I'm going to start volunteering you for stuff, Austin.
You see, you're the funny guy, though. You're on here purely for entertainment purposes. 0-2 upcoming from Live and Good. Slide step and the pitch. That one is high, rolling to the backstop. Bolton chasing after it. So 1 ball and 2 strikes now.
Yeah, that looked like a breaking ball. It just slipped out of Live and Good's hands. As we talked about how he normally misses low because of his arm angle. That one skied way over James Bolton behind the backstop, and Bolton will go out and share some words to his pitcher, Josh Live and Good. So Bolton settling down Josh, Live and Good a little bit. Live and Good takes a deep breath, steps back on the mound. Miller now at second base.
1-2 upcoming from Live and Good. Here's the delivery. That one swung on and missed. And Morrow goes down on strikes.
And whatever Bolton said worked, as he gets the swing and the miss for the first out in the bottom of the 5th inning. That's also Live and Good's 3rd strikeout of the outing through 2 1/3.
And he's back to leading the team in strikeouts.
Who was in first place? Gavin Chandler?
Yep. Gavin Chandler. You want me to volunteer to do something? Tune in tomorrow. Jared will be on the broadcast. Landon will be Yummy Dog, and I will be doing whatever I'm told to do.
Whatever I tell him to do tomorrow.
Oh, that's scary. 0-1 upcoming from Live and Good. That one a little low.
But speaking of Gavin Chandler, Gavin, if you're watching, right now we do have you chalked in to pie Austin and I in the face tomorrow during the game.
Alongside with your dad, Dwight Chandler.
Happy birthday. It's no one's birthday.
No, it's America's birthday.
Oh, that's right.
They just let anybody in the booth nowadays.
Yeah, they do. Trust me. Speaking of in the booth, I think we're going to get Jack O'Keefe in here soon. And that is the definition of letting anybody in the booth. I'm not sure how we got past security, probably because they couldn't see him. He only stands at 5'6".
He was just under the peripheral vision of the security guard here at Sal Magley Stadium. Live and Good's pitch. That one misses outside for ball 1.
No, I appreciate Jack. Jack drove me here tonight. Me and him, we got some dinner. We cooked up some burgers in the dorm, played some FIFA, and then came over here to commentate the game with Austin.
That one out to center field. Still going. Mindas gets underneath it, and he'll throw it in. There is the 2nd out of the inning.
So Mindas, not normally in center field. He's had some time there throughout the season, but he's mostly in that left field position, playing center today, and so far doing a great job out there.
Dwight Chandler said he's looking forward to pie time. Mr. Chandler, I will not be in the booth tomorrow, but I will be floating around. Don't know what I'll be wearing yet. I'm sure you'll see me around your son, Gavin, and the rest of the players. And, of course, you'll see me whenever we schedule the pieing. Next pitch. That one down the middle for a strike.
And anybody else out there who wants to do stuff with the interns, with the players, let us know. Give us some ideas, and we'll certainly see what we can do to make some more activities like that happen.
I am all for doing something different. That one gets knocked down by one of the buntings hung up here.
And I heard a couple fans say, whoa, as they did not want to get hit by that one. As a fan Little kid takes home a souvenir. Now, fan, you can turn that in for a free soda at the concession stand.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the famous Luke George on the broadcast right now in the chat watching the game. That one swung on and missed, and Livingood gets the strikeout to end the inning. No runs on no hits. We're heading to the top of the sixth now. Lopez, Butler, and Romick, the top of the lineup for the Muckdogs coming up.
All right, so the green looking about 300 yards straight out, maybe a little bit dog leg right. We'll see what we got here with this draw here.
Hopefully I don't slice this one.
No golfing at Dwyer.
So where should we golf at? What do you mean?
Atticus 10th hole in Attica, New York. 95 Bunnell Street.
All right,
We should
we'll
go
take your
there.
word for it.
We should go there.
We'll take your word for it.
Welcome back to Sal Magley Stadium, and Mr. Dwight Chandler said, Landon, I want to see you do the watermelon crawl.
Yeah, I don't know what that is, Mr. Chandler. Did you look it up, Austin?
I looked it up, and it came up with a song.
He wants me to sing a song?
Maybe.
You know, I have been told I can sing. Last night, you guys heard me a little bit on the broadcast. Austin, not impressed. I don't know how.
You just had a firework go off in the booth.
Just some water drain dropped off.
First pitch to Lopez. That one in there for strike one. So, yeah, if you guys want to do anything, we're trying to make this entertaining for you. Baseball's a long game.
Listening to Austin's takes forever. I know it can get pretty draining.
It's okay. So, for those of you that don't know, Landon and I, we are friends. We joke around all the time. This isn't a love-hate relationship. Well, it is a love-hate relationship, but
It's not a hate-hate.
it's not a hate-hate relationship. So, we will be getting ready for the 2-1 pitch to Lopez. That one popped up. Getting underneath it is the center fielder, Mo Neal, for the first out of the inning. So now Jake Butler coming up to the plate.
Jake Butler, 1 for 3 on the evening with that long double into left center field. Jake Butler also doing a great job in the field this evening.
That one on the outside part of the plate for a strike.
So Lowry had some trouble early on in this game in the second inning, gave up 9 runs off 8 hits. But since then, he's really settled in for the Americans.
Next pitch misses low and outside, so a 1-1 count.
Against this electric Batavia Muckdog lineup, who's really showcased their bats today in the last 3 innings. Well, I should say in the 4 innings besides that 9-run inning, only 3 hits and 1 run.
That one out to center field. Butler showing off the power there. Monil with a basket grab out there in center field. What a catch from the center fielder for the Americans.
And Jake Butler once again showing off the pop in that bat. A deep fly ball to dead center field. And Nick Monil does a great job of tracking back, catching that one over his shoulder. And Jake Butler can't do anything but tip his cap to Monil out there in center field. As more fireworks go off in center field for that catch from O'Neal.
Next pitch up coming from Lowry. That one high and inside to Cooper Romick.
Cooper Romick 1 for 3 on the evening with the single and a sac fly RBI.
Next pitch up coming. That one bounces away from the catcher Huff, and now a 2-0 count.
And for a pitcher, this is not the guy you want to get behind, Cooper Romick. When you're forced to throw him strikes, he makes you pay. Leads the team, second on the team in hits with 24. Leads the team in RBIs with 23.
Next pitch misses outside, and now 3 balls and no strikes.
So we'll see if Romick gets the green light here with a 3-0 count, or if he elects to take a pitch.
That one in the strike zone, and now a 3-1 count. Next pitch, that one is a walk as Romick will reach base.
And you know, Austin, when it's a 3-0 count, many people, have that red light. And they always take a pitch, and it normally always is a fastball. Could you imagine if a player like Cooper Romick or James Bolton or even Jake Butler today, who he's showed off that power, gets that green light from Skip, and they read that fastball and they absolutely nuke that? Wow. That's a pitch. It's like me throwing a ball out there because they know what's coming, that fastball. It's like me lobbing it and then just crushing it.
That one misses outside. Snap throw down to first. Romick dives back in safely. So, yeah, during our breaks that we get at Dwyer Stadium before the games, Landon and I also go out and showcase what we got, trying to showcase and come out and play for Coach Martinez.
Yeah, we're really trying to put us in the lineup just for one game. Give us one at-bat. Give us one inning in the field on the mound to really showcase our talents. We do still have NCAA eligibility, and I really think that I can make an impact for some of these teams at the Division I level. Tennessee, LSU, those are the kind of schools that I feel like could go in and make an immediate impact.
So, do you guys think that Landon and I should get a chance to play in a game for the Muckdogs? Not a division game, but for one of the games that are a friendly exhibition, like the Buffaloes, the Syracuses, those games. If you guys think we should get our chance, say it in the chat. Flip over to second. Romick slides in safely on the error, on the fielder's choice. So now 2 outs. And it'll be a call to the bullpen. So we'll flip it back to the booth as Landon doing the stats for me this evening. I was just talking about how we do our little friendly banter back and forth. This was us last night.
What are you cooking up?
What
were you cooking when I was in this?
This was us last night. Landon and I, Landon being the one all decked out in American stuff, and kind of just hopped on the broadcast in the 7th inning, took that picture, called my name to have me take that picture.
I thought I looked really good.
So we did get our responses about the us playing in games. Tina Wolf said yes. So, Coach Martinez, if you look back and watch this game, we have support from Tina Wolf. Dwight Chandler also said yes. but we got to have the hospital on speed dial.
And that's okay. We do have Rochester Regional Health on standby in the dugout, and that's probably much needed because I, like Jared, would blow out my knee.
Rochester Regional Health is an integrated health services organization serving the people of Western New York, the Finger Lakes, and beyond. And if Landon and I get in a game, it'll be Landon and Austin as well. So, new pitcher in, it's Brett Johnson for the Niagara Falls Americans.
Brett Johnson does a little bit of everything for Niagara Falls. You can see him in the outfield or on the mound. So far, this is his 4th appearance of the summer for the Niagara Falls Americans. He's pitched 4 1/3 innings, has given up 2 hits, and has 3 strikeouts. Also has not given up an earned run on the summer so far. He will not be responsible for Romick on second or Bolton on first. He is, though, responsible for the batter stepping in right now, which will be number 7, the center fielder, Sean Mindas.
So, we got more support. We got 3 yeses for us playing in a game. So, Coach Martinez, if you do watch it, we got the people's backing.
So I feel like 3 yeses. I think we probably need at least 100 for him to consider. And then we get a tryout. And then I feel like no matter how good we are, he'd say no.
We wouldn't even get a tryout. Where would you play?
Can I be a DH? But if I have to play in the field, put me at first.
Back when I played everywhere besides shortstop. So if you want to give Cooper Romick, James Bolton, and Joe Siciliano a break, put me behind the dish, Coach. Next pitch, Mindas sends that one into the upper atmosphere. It gets caught in a firework down there in foul territory, and the ball no longer exists. So, Mindas right back up to the plate.
Mindas, 1 for 2 on the evening with the single. He was also hit by pitch in his last at-bat. In high school, Austin, believe it or not, I played third base. And when I told our owner, Robbie Nichols, that, he said, no way you played third base. You could not move that fast.
Robbie Nichols played in the AHL and the Federal Hockey League, so he played professionally hockey. So he knows a thing or two about mobility. Next one, swung on and missed from Mindas.
And just like Mr. Nichols, our owner, our boss, is he really our boss? He's like a friend to us. You know, we walk in every morning. He's a friend. I don't think of him as a boss. I think of him as a coworker. And he's just out there in the field with all of us. And if you're hearing this, Mr. Nichols, I still could use a raise.
So it's a 2-2 count against Mindas as we got fireworks going on in the open field surrounding Sal Magley Stadium. Pitch from Johnson. That one popped up from Mindas. It'll fall down. Mindas will reach base. He's still going around. 1 run will score. Bolton coming around. Mindas dives in for a triple.
And that ball flared out in shallow left center down by the line in no man's land. The left fielder, Jay Collins, not sure if he should play that one off the hop or go for the diving catch. He goes for the diving catch, and the glory just past his outreach glove, and it'll bounce a good solid 20 yards as Nick Monile was able to throw that one in, but not before Sean Mindas has the bases clearing 2 RBI triple, the second triple of the day for the Muckdogs.
Now Dutra up to the plate. He grounds that one over to Miller, who will get the final out of the inning here. So the Muckdogs scored 2 runs in the inning to make it a 12-4 ball game here at Sal Magley Stadium. So taking a look back at the West standings. The Muckdogs in first place at 18-4 with the Auburn Double Days at 13-8, 5 games behind the Elmira Pioneers, 6 games behind, which we haven't seen Elmira in a while, Landon.
And that might be okay, because they've also given us some trouble. But Elmira will play you. We might beat you.
Just want to give a shout out to one of the Niagara Falls interns right here, refilling the fridge with water. If I'm going to be honest, I tried learning everybody's names here. I forget his name.
He forgot his name. What's your name? Gunner. I had a friend at college named Gunner.
He's doing the dirty work, getting the water. So now we got the playing. And we'll take a break.
What do we got here today? What do you guys got? How can I help you?
What do you recommend?
I don't know. We just got a fresh batch of Eli Fish's Muckdog Ale.
Muckdog Ale? Go Dogs! Give me some of those.
Muckdog Ale
coming right up.
Muckdog Ale.
Go Dogs, baby!
Welcome back to Sal Magley Stadium. I flipped to the wrong camera when I was going through all that. First pitch from Livengood. That one out to center field. Mindos converging in on it. It'll fall down for a single for Hollins. One pitch, one runner on. So Michael Huff now coming up for the Americans. Finn Parker coming in for the Americans. So Hollins at first, Livengood getting ready. 12-4 ball game. Here's the pitch. That one a ball high. 1-0 upcoming. Here's the delivery. That one fouled off. One ball and one strike. Livengood getting ready. The 1-1 offering. That one misses outside, and now a 2-1 count. Livengood's pitch. That one swung on and missed. So now Parker facing a 2-2 count.
Jake Collins hitting off first, as we said earlier, a couple times. Now the sixth time these two teams have met. Americans 1-5 against the PGCBL West.
Livengood's next pitch. That one bounces to Bolton. Hollins will move over to second base.
90 feet on the wild pitch.
So now a 3-2 count.
There's a runner in scoring position with a plumb full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Monterey, California native, Finn Parker. His father and his brother stopped up just around last week making their trip because they were moving from Boston to Monterey, right back to California. Finn spent his first 16 years of his life out in California.
Livengood, the full count delivery to Parker. That one popped up. Getting underneath it is Pope. Tagging is Hollins. He will not advance. So now we have 1 out. Hunter Von Zelowitz now coming up.
I am back, everybody. I will be updating Game Changer. Gave Austin my password. I think he forgot about it.
Yeah. Next pitch upcoming from Livengood. The first one to Finn Parker. That one in there for a strike.
Josh Livengood up 0-1. His pitch.
Next one, that one popped up by Von Zelowitz in foul territory. Bolin chasing after it. He's still going, and he barely misses it. So now an 0-2 count.
So Von Zelowitz in his first at-bat of the day for the Americans, quickly behind 0-2 to Josh Livengood. One of the many electric arms in Skip Martinez's bullpen for the Batavia Muckdogs so far this summer.
Next pitch upcoming. The delivery from Livengood. That one grounded. Livengood will pick it up. He'll flip it over to first for the out. But Hollins advances.
So Josh Livengood getting the second out in the bottom of the 6th inning. Josh Livengood now ready and set to deal his 50th pitch of the outing. The furthest he's gone in a game so far this season. Before today was 3 innings today. Right now he sits at 3 2/3 with 1 out away from going 4 complete innings today.
First pitch from Livengood. That one bounces off the mound. Cut off by Lopez. Thrown to first. Not in time as that one goes wide. A run will score for Niagara Falls, and Nick Monil will advance. Jake Hollins will score.
And Lucas Lopez does a great job of stopping that one from getting out of the infield. Lucas Lopez fields that one behind the second place bag, spins, throws the ball over to Trevor Dutra, but just a little out of Dutra's reach, and it'll allow Nick Monil to advance the scoring position.
Livengood getting ready. And the slide step pitch, that one fouled off for the first strike.
And Austin, you said it, I'm getting a lot of practice saying Dom Mariani's name. I'm saying it correct now. This is now his 4th at-bat of the game in the 7th inning. He is 0 for 1 with a walk and a hit by pitch. So he looks for his first hit of the ballgame.
Livengood's pitch, that one in there for strike 2. So, Mr. Chandler said that we make the game interesting when we're on here. What do you think of that?
I appreciate the comment, Mr. Chandler. We try to have fun and still call a great game, so I appreciate the feedback and anything we can do to make ourselves better while giving you guys the opportunity to watch the game from a distance and also having some fun while doing it. I mean, what other way to spend your 4th of July night?
Live and Good getting ready for the 1-2 offering to and there is the final out of the inning. One run on 2 hits and 1 error. Justin Espinal, Yankee Gonzalez instead of Justin Austin. Justin Espinal, Yankee Gonzalez, and Anthony Greco will come up to the plate.
All right, so the green looking about 300 yards straight out, maybe a little bit dog leg right. We'll see what we got here with this draw here.
Hopefully I don't slice this one.
No golfing at Dwyer.
So where should we golf at?
What do you mean?
Attica's 10th hole in Attica, New York. 95 Bunnell Street.
All right,
We should
we'll
go
take your
there.
word for it.
We should go there.
We'll take your word for it.
Jeez, this guy stinks. Go to the bullpen. Ready?
Me? Say that again.
Welcome back to
All right, thank you.
Welcome back to Sal Magley Stadium. We have a guest joining us in the booth wearing an American flag cowboy hat. It's Jack O'Keefe, and Jack, don't get used to this with you being taller than all of us.
5'6", everybody. 5'6".
5'8.5".
This is the first time that Jack can actually see the top of our heads, which we normally don't see that. So we
A lot
got
of jokes being cracked tonight, folks.
Jack, we appreciate you being on with us. Of course, it's always a treat to have you in the office, and now we get a chance to show you off to the fans as we get the opportunity to bless the listeners and the watchers on this 4th of July evening. And Jack, obviously you're in the office a lot, doing a lot of work selling tickets for the games, but you also get to see the product on the field and also in the stands. Can you just tell me how does it feel how does it make you feel that, you know, there's a sellout crowd one night and you're part of that?
Well, Landon, that's a great question. You know, it makes it all worth it. You know, all the hours that we put in, you know, all the phone calls that we make, all the phone calls that we take, you know, speaking with all the people in the community, it's great. And just, you know, walking out into Dwyer, seeing all the fans, you know, stands packed out, it just makes it all worth it. You know, we love it.
And yeah, I apologize. That was a tough question to get out of my mouth. The idea was there, but obviously it's an electric feeling that, you know, Dwyer Stadium always up there for the most attendance. You know, yesterday you said we had 3,700, I believe.
Roughly 3,700, yep.
And, you know, that all comes down to Jack and our owner, Robbie Nichols, and also Mark Witt selling tickets throughout the year. And obviously we talk about the crowd, but the Muckdogs have been very successful on the field this year. You don't have really a part of that, but how fun is it watching the Batavia Muckdogs be supported by this crowd and seeing you know, their success on the field? How fun is being a part of that?
Yeah, well, unfortunately, I don't have a good enough arm to be a pitcher of the Muckdogs, but the team, you know, they're doing great. It's really awesome to watch. You know, it makes the job more fun. It also makes it easier, you know, being a part of and working for a team that's so successful. You know, every time I answer the phone, I get to say first place Muckdogs, and that, you know, that just makes the day. We love saying that, and we're going to keep saying it, hopefully.
And we say that a lot all the time in the office. So if you guys want to hear Jack say, hello, this is Jack, first place Muckdogs,
You're too excited.
give him a call.
That one popped up. Morrow gets underneath it for the out. So it's a 1-2-3 inning as the Muckdogs go down, head into the bottom of the 7th. Graydon Miller, Vinny Morrow, and Dalton Harper coming up in the bottom of the 7th, flipping it back around. So for everybody that calls, this is the face that you are talking to. He's not wearing the cowboy hat.
Not always.
Just for today.
So, Jack, obviously we talk about all the time, the adversity we have to go through.
And it just makes it all worth it. It's really great to see, great to be a part of, and, I love this job. I love this team. Love Batavia. It's a great time.
And, Jack, you are a New York City native. What has been, do you enjoy the city life more or the Batavia life more?
I got to say, I do really like Batavia. All the guys make fun of my accent. And they love to make fun of my accent. They say I have a bit of a New York City accent. But, no, I love Batavia. It's a really nice change of scenery. I went to SUNY Cortland, so, it's somewhat of a similar vibe, kind of smaller town. But I love Batavia. It's a great change of scenery. Yeah, can't beat it.
And I don't want to plug SUNY Cortland as I am a St. Bonaventure University student, but being a sports management major at SUNY Cortland, how has that university prepared you for a job like this here in Batavia?
Well, SUNY Cortland's the reason why I'm here. My senior year, the last semester, they set us up with internships. And Mark Witt, our general manager, came into one of my classes. He went over Can USA Sports and what they do. And from there, I, interviewed and got an internship with Elmira. That was last year. And then, they reached out to me around March about becoming the assistant general manager for the Muckdogs, and I took the job, and here we are. So Cortland definitely set me up, and, a big shout out to Can USA Sports. We love them, love what they do, and it's great working with them.
New pitcher on the mound for the Batavia Muckdogs. It's Nate Ruth in 7 innings pitched. He's given up 5 hits, has a 3.85 ERA on 5 walks, 7 strikeouts, has opponents hitting 192 on him, and he's posting a 1.43 whip. He's facing off against Graydon Miller. The first pitch to Miller was a strike.
Thank you for having me, fellas. Always a great time.
And
go Dogs.
Yeah. So you'll see him in the box office if you go to Dwyer Stadium. He'll be sitting there all happy and everything for the most part.
All happy and eating his Chipotle.
Yeah. We should get a Chipotle sponsorship because I feel like Jack's there 5 out of the 7 days of the week.
Chipotle, if you're watching this, we're coming for you.
in a good way. In a good way.
In a great way.
So Ruth gets ready with a runner on first base. That one is fouled off. The fireworks continue to go off. It's not the premature fireworks. It's just other people setting off fireworks. There's a lot of smoke surrounding Sal Magley Stadium. Bottom of the 7th inning. Ruth getting ready. The 0-1 delivery upcoming. That one, a ball.
Nate Ruth has been a very steady arm for the Muckdogs this year out of the bullpen. Did get roughed up a little bit in the 2-3 loss versus Auburn. But other than that, he's been pretty locked down out of the bullpen, giving up 0 earned runs and striking out 8.
1-1, swung on and missed by Morrow. Ruth getting ready. The 1-2 pitch upcoming. Ruth is set from the stretch. And the delivery. That one grounded over to Butler. He picks it up, thrown across to Gonzalez, but Gonzalez misses it. Goes out into right field, picked up by Pope and thrown in. So now runners at the corners on the fielder's choice error.
And Butler did everything right there. Got his body squared in front of that hard ground ball on the hot corner from Vinny Morrow. Takes a look over at his buddy Yankeel Gonzalez at second base. Throws it over there to try to get the lead runner, Miller, but just out of Gonzalez's reach. And Miller heads over to third base on the throwing error from Butler.
So now, no outs. 2 runners on. They're at the corners. It's a 12-5 ball game here in the bottom of the 7th. Ruth gets set. A breath and the pitch. That one a ball high.
Vinny Morrow stands at first base. He's 5 for 5 on the year with stolen bag attempts.
Ruth set the 1-0, but he throws over to first. So now Ruth resetting. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That one grounded over to Butler. He picks it up, thrown over to Gonzalez. Back to first, not in time, so it's a fielder's choice.
What a play by Butler. Redeems himself on the last one. That one took a very high, weird hop as he sprints that one. Keeps his glove close to the turf. Short hops that one. Decides to go to Gonzalez at second base to get Vinny Morrow. And more importantly, Graydon Miller stays at third base. So the Niagara Falls Americans not able to score quite yet.
Pinch hitter Xavier Mann in the game for Dalton Harper. Pitch. That one in there for a strike. Ruth resetting. Here's the pitch. That one grounded over to Butler. He tries it again, thrown to Gonzalez, and now Gonzalez goes back to first. Scoop over there first for Dutra for the double play. So no runs in the inning for the Americans as we now head to the top of the 8th.
Hey, how we doing?
Good, how are you?
Can I get one general admission ticket, please?
Alright, so that's going to be $9. Having a great season, man.
Yeah.
First place.
First place, July Muckdogs.
There you go.
Thank you, sir.
If you would like tickets, call our number at 585-524-2260. Go Dogs.
Welcome back to Sal Magley Stadium. It is the top of the 8th. The Muckdogs are back in action tomorrow as they take on the Buffalo All-Stars. Jared will be on the broadcast for that one. Yummy Dog will be the in-stands host, and it'll be the of Dewey tomorrow. Whether Dewey likes it or not, that's up for debate. From Johnson to Pope, and that one is low and outside for ball 1.
Dewey's been sick, but we took him out of the vet yesterday, and he's going to be out there for the crowd, most importantly for the people on this 4th of July weekend.
Sacrifices will be made, and Dewey tomorrow, as it'll be about 85 to 90 degrees tomorrow at Dwyer Stadium. Dewey will lose a few, which some may say Dewey needs to lose a few pounds. (3-1). That one from Pope is fouled off.
Pope showing off the power, so they had that triple in his first at bat. right there. That ball scorched out of play over the grandstands out in right field.
Full count pitch to Pope. That one walks Pope with a ball high. So now that'll bring up Caleb Walker to the plate. So Caleb Walker is now the pinch hitter for Lucas Lopez. So Walker will be replacing Lopez at short. Here's the pitch. That one outside for ball one to Walker.
Caleb Walker so far on the year for the Muckdogs, 39 at-bats. He has a .256 batting average. He's got 7 RBIs, and he's drawn 13 walks.
So a 1-1 count. You know, Landon, something that I'm curious at is the amount of focus that it takes to play a baseball game, whether you're a hitter or a pitcher. We got fireworks going on all around the stadium, making the explosion sounds. I want to know what is going through the minds of these players hearing these explosions. Of course, they know it's fireworks, but it's going on throughout the game.
Obviously, baseball's hard as is for everybody on the field. 90-mile-an-hour fastball you're trying to make contact with. For pitching, that small strike zone, trying to paint the corners and make the hitters swing and miss. And for the fielders, they're trying to concentrate and field the ball coming off the bat, 95, 100 miles an hour at times. And it certainly takes much more concentration when you're hearing, loud bangs in the background and seeing fireworks in the outfield.
Full count. That one is a walk, and Walker will go to first. So now 2 runners on for the Muckdogs, bringing up Jake Butler, who twice in this game has sent one deep and hasn't been able to capitalize on it.
Butler 1 for 4 on the evening with that towering double out in left field, and also had that very deep fly out to Nick Monil in center field.
That one sent deep again, but backwards for a foul ball for strike one.
And you also got to think about, Austin, how many of these players have played on 4th of July in Niagara Falls? Probably 0 of them. This Niagara Falls, fireworks going off everywhere. This is like, I want to say around here, America's, homeland for the 4th of July. Niagara Falls, you got Canada. Right next door, as Canada Day was a couple days ago. And ever since we got here, we got here at 5 o'clock, and there's been fireworks going off since 5.
Now, you have to wonder, with these fireworks going off, as that 0-2 is grounded over to the left side of the infield, picked up by Morrow, thrown over to second, back to first, bouncing, and Butler is in there safely as he grounds into the fielder's choice. With all these fireworks going off, little history lesson.
I'm ready.
Canada at one point was owned by England.
I knew that.
And you have to wonder the amount of fireworks going off here on the 4th of July, with us being so close to Canada, they still hold ties to England. And it's kind of a way to, I don't know how to put this, show off, I guess is the best way I can put it.
Canada showing off?
No, for us showing off to Canada.
We got to show off for the United States.
Well, yeah, we show off in a lot of different ways.
You know who didn't? When the U.S. didn't show off? As Hunter Von Zelowitz camps underneath that one for the second out of the inning. When the USA didn't show off was the Copa America last week when they lost in the group stage when they were hosting it.
or every time they're in the World Cup, unless it's the women's team.
This is our year, all right? 2026 will be our year. Probably not.
So Bolton up with runners at the corners. 2 outs here in the top of the 8th. That one by Bolton out to deep right center field, but getting underneath it is, man, that one will fall though. Bolton rounds, 1 run will score, another run will come across. Bolton in there with a double, scoring 2.
And James Bolton, give me a second to pull up some of these past game stats from Bolton. He's been quite literally on one of the hottest hitting streaks I've ever seen in my life. I mean, James Bolton in the last 7 games, he had a 3-hit performance, 3 RBI night at Niagara Falls, June 24th. Then goes hitless for 2 games. The last 3 games, 2 hits, 2 runs, and 3 at-bats. The next game, 2 hits, 3 runs, and 4 at-bats. And just last night, in the win against Geneva, he had 2 hits and 2 RBIs in 3 at-bats for the Muckdogs. He now leads the team in batting average with a .458, and that was coming into today. And so far on the day, he's had a 3-hit performance.
New pitcher in, number 22, Brandon Moore from Ontario. So speaking of Canada, we have a Canadian pitching on the 4th of July with TJ Morris now hitting for the Muckdogs.
The bottom line is I wanted to praise James Bolton. Didn't know there were so many stats, and I didn't know what to say. But all I know is he's been doing great in the last week for the Muckdogs and was injured early on in the season, and as of late got a chance to show off his batting ability. And today, he's behind home plate, and he's done a great job behind home plate, too, taking over for Cooper Romick.
So with James Bolton on second base, TJ Morris will be coming off to face off against the Canadian Brandon Moore. TJ Morris, he calls Millsboro, Delaware home. So he's going to try to show the Canadian why the U.S. is on top when we come back.
Jeez, this guy stinks. Go to the bullpen. Ready?
Me? Ow. Thanks to these Muckdogs jerseys, which you can buy now, I'm still fresh and still clean.
Alright, so the green looking about 300 yards straight out, maybe a little bit dog leg right.
Austin wanted me to sing this country song.
I would have sang it with him.
He's a more country guy than I am. I like country, but I'm a casual country fan.
The song is Fishing in the Dark, so things are starting to settle down. The lights are on here at Sal Magley Stadium, so we'll see who's fishing in the dark. Moore getting ready for the first pitch to TJ Morris. That one in there for strike 1.
And I got a chance to talk to TJ Morris, as I just wanted to acknowledge that I think he might be the fastest guy. You know, his first 3 steps I think might be the fastest I've ever seen in my life from a person.
That one ball high. It's a 14-5 ball game here at Sal Magley Stadium. Here's the pitch. Morris grounds that one over to Morrow, thrown across the diamond. That one goes wide. Bolton will come across the score. Morris will move over to second. He's still going to third base. So now the Muckdogs lead by 10.
And he made it to third base, and I don't even think he was jogging. I think that was like a walk for him.
Was his walk faster than your run?
Did you have to ask that question? Yes, it's faster than my run. Are you kidding me?
Let's have a race tomorrow.
Me versus you?
Yeah.
Yo, I might not smoke you. I don't know. Yeah, you'd probably win.
Here's the pitch to Dutra. That one in the strike zone. Not even better. You, me, and Mr. Dwight Chandler racing.
Mr. Chandler might even beat me.
1 ball and 1 strike.
Trevor Dutra, 1 for 4 on the evening with a double.
That one swung on and missed. Now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Now the 1-2 offering. That one misses outside. 2 balls in, 2 strikes. And the delivery. Inside, Morris will score as that one rolls to the backstop. So, second time this season, the Muckdogs have put 16 runs on the Americans.
Run rule now in effect. Actually, it was in effect when James Bolton scored on the error from Vinnie Morrow at third base.
Full count upcoming. That one outside as Dutra walks.
Mr. Chandler, and I quote, you want some of this Southerner? Mr. Chandler, I don't know about you, but my 40 time in high school, not too long ago, 2 years ago I graduated, was like a 8.5.
Said he ran a 4.440 back in the day.
So you got me beat. You got me beat.
Up is Justin Espinal. Here's the pitch from Moore. That one, actually, it's James Mason up. Thrown across the diamond, and there's the final out of the inning. So now we head to the bottom half of the inning here at Sal Magley Stadium with the Muckdogs leading by 11.
Welcome back, fans, to Sal Magley Stadium. Here in the booth, Landon Washburn alongside me, my good friend Austin Mendes. Now on the mound for the Batavia Muckdogs, number 15, Garrett Beaver. Garrett Beaver so far on the year has pitched 9 2/3 innings, has given up 8 hits, has not allowed an earned run so far this season. He has 3 walks and has struck out 10 of his opponents. He's holding his opponent's batting average to a .211, has a 1.14 whip. He's also got 9.31 strikeouts per 9 innings.
So, we are back at Sal Magley Stadium. Sammy Kentakis now hitting for the Americans. First pitch from Beaver. That one in there for a strike. As you guys can see, we got fireworks going on in center field. Pitch from Beaver. That one misses low.
Garrett Beaver now working for the Batavia Muckdogs.
So, we got some trash talk going on from Mr. Chandler. He said he ran a 4.440, as that one's outside for a ball, about 35 years ago or longer. He said he could run halfway to first and then have to stop and get oxygen. You can only run a quarter of the way to first before you stop and get oxygen.
All right, you know what, Mr. Chandler? How about this? Tomorrow you're coming in, right? Me and you, let's race. If I win, I get to pie you. If you win, you get to pie me twice.
2 balls and 2 strikes. Beaver getting ready and starts his windup. That one barely missing. Now a full count.
That slider just on the outside part of the plate. I personally rung him up in the booth as Austin saw my strike 3 punch out. The open umpire did not agree.
Landon almost hit his elbow off of a rack that's right next to us. Full count pitch. That one low, and he walks him.
So the Americans get the first man on here in the bottom of the 8th inning. And that'll bring up number 3, Jake Hollins.
First pitch from Beaver. That one misses outside.
Hollins on the day, 1 for 3. He singled in his last at-bat. Advance on a wild pitch to second base where he was
1 ball and no strikes. 1 ball and no strikes.
22 games with the Lakers in 2024. 3-year varsity starter for the Lumberjacks of North Tonawanda High School.
Next one misses low again.
So Ryan Donovan getting an opportunity to shine here in the late goings in this one on this July 4th evening, will be his 12th plate appearance of the season.
2 balls and no strikes. Beaver's pitch. That one in there for a strike. 2 balls and 1 strike as we had another firework go off here in the press box. There's no actual fireworks going off in the press box. 2-1.
If you did, you hear me screaming. And Austin knows. He's seen me scream before at the office. I may look big and strong. Emphasis on the big part. But I'm a wuss. All right, I cry. Everything frightens me, and I hate spicy stuff.
3 balls and 2 strikes. So I didn't know the spicy thing.
Dude, do you not, like, the Asian tenders at Tully's get me spicy sometimes. Like sometimes it's, like, too much spice.
They get you spicy?
All right, chat.
Full count pitch. That one out to right field. Pope chasing after it, diving. That one falls down into the corner. Donovan moving around. He's on the tail of Hollins. He's in there, and Hollins will score, so it's a triple.
First triple of the year, second hit of the year. That one was roped down the right field line. Sean Pope out in right field did everything he could. Lays out, unable to get that one in. Donovan with an RBI triple in the bottom of the 8th inning.
Hunter Von Zelowitz now comes up to the plate with 1 out.
Von Zelowitz 0 for 1 on the evening with the ground out to the pitcher.
Beaver gets ready. And the pitch. That one out to left center. Nobody is there. Here comes the Americans, ladies and gentlemen. Donovan will score. Von Zelowitz moves over to second.
It's now 16-7 as we'll keep on playing. The Americans fighting off the Mercy. And just like that, the Mercy Rule no longer in play, and we're going to have one more inning of play here at Sal Magley Stadium. Hunter Von Zelowitz just recorded his second double of the season, and James Bolton will go out and talk to his pitcher, Garrett Beaver. And that's great leadership from Bolton there. Beaver, he's hitting the right places, just the Americans getting barrel to the ball and putting it in the gaps and hitting the ball very hard here in the bottom of the 8th inning, and have a couple runs to show for it, as only one out has been recorded in the bottom of the 8th inning. And that'll bring up the top of the lineup, Nick Monile. Nick Monile, who's 2 for 3 on the evening with a walk. I'm bad with names, Austin. You can learn that about me, too. I'm pretty rough with names.
Yeah, that's why we call them yummies. For more reasons than one.
That just does not make sense. Oh, I'm sorry, Nick. I'm sorry, Dom. And the only Muckdog player I really mess up their name is Josh Livengood. Sometimes I say living good just because when I watch him pitch, I'm living a good life watching him.
1 ball and no strikes. Beaver getting ready. And the 1-0 delivery. That one right down the middle for a strike. Beaver resetting for the 1-1. That one fouled off. Now 1 ball and 2 strikes. So, Landon, I don't know how active you are on social media, but there is one Americans fan that he or she comments on everything.
Everything.
They show a lot of support, very patriotic, if you will, for the Americans.
And why wouldn't you be? You know? But I'm not that active on social media. I have heard of the person you're talking about. What did this person do? Did they do something for the 4th of July?
I just wanted to give them a shout out on the broadcast. We don't know who it is. We have speculations. As that one's grounded over to Walker. He picks it up and throws it across the diamond. Picked over there. No, it's not. And now runners at the corners. So we have speculations on who the American superfan is. Who do you think it is? You think it's one of the interns here?
No, you know what? I think a sneaky guess, probably at like plus 2,000, honestly. Doc, the PA announcer. He's here every game. He's active. Not sure if he has a smartphone to take a photo. I think he still uses a flip phone.
And that plus 2,000 is presented by Batavia Downs Gaming and Hotel. It's a casino, hotel, resort, and a half-mile horse track with live horse racing from July to December. Hit and run in effect. Gonzalez just rolls over on second base, and another run will score. Check out 8315 Park Road in Batavia, New York. So now runners on first and second. Coach Martinez going to have a word with the field umpire.
Gonzalez thought he had Nick Monile out at second base as he scooped that one up and tried lunging for the bag before Monile could slide in, but the umpire ruled him safe, and Skip Martinez not happy about that call. So still just 1 out recorded in the bottom of the 8th inning as the first baseman, Graydon Miller, will step in. He's 2 for 2 on the day with a walk and a hit by pitch.
So now Beaver getting ready. 2 runners on, and here's the pitch. That one in the strike zone. So now the 0-1 upcoming from Beaver. Here's the pitch. That one swung on a miss.
Garrett Beaver quickly ahead 0-2 in the count to Miller.
Beaver trying to get the second out of the inning here. Here's the 0-2. That one, great block there behind the dish by James Bolton. That one bounced in the left-handed batter's box.
Bolton's done a great job behind the plate today. You know, an all-around game from James Bolton might be the MVP today. He's had a stellar performance at the plate and behind the plate.
James Bolton, the dog of the game.
Dog, spelled D-A-W-G.
That one misses outside. You're going to interview Bolton after the game if he is the dog of the game?
Probably not. You know, it'll be a quick turnaround with the fireworks and stuff, and I don't want to interview him in the dugout or anything like that in the clubhouse.
2 balls and 2 strikes. That one grounded foul. Snagged barehanded by Morrow. This one has been a long one. 2.5 hours and counting.
And average game here at Batavia, I'd say.
2-2. Beavers pitch. That one misses outside, and now 3 balls and 2 strikes.
And you're right, Austin. It has been a long game. It's also been a great game. A lot of high-scoring affair. 24 runs accumulated. If you had the under, I'm sorry. Place your bet again for tomorrow.
That one grounded into the gap into left field, being waved around from second is O'Neal. The throw to the plate, cut off from Butler, and a run will score.
And a little miscommunication there, maybe from Butler and Caleb Walker at shortstop. They both kind of just looked at it. I mean, Butler seemed like he might have been able to make a play there, but that ball absolutely scorched out of the infield from Miller, and it'll be an RBI single. And the Americans now down by 7 with just 1 out recorded in the bottom of the 8th. Now, Austin, they're showing some life.
So we got a turning point here in the bottom of the 8th, and another historical fact, the turning point in the American Revolution, which is what the 4th of July is born from, the Battle of Saratoga, New York.
My friend lives in Saratoga. Cody, Saratoga Springs. He is a horse racing fanatic over there at Saratoga.
You ever indulge in horse racing?
The only time I watch is the Kentucky Derby, and I normally just pick the horse with the highest odds and throw $10 on it, and they always come in last.
Do you throw those odds at Batavia Downs?
I do not, because my mom is home, and she would be mad at me.
Mrs. Washburn, if you are listening, don't listen.
I do not gamble, mother.
0-2 upcoming from Beaver. Here's the pitch. That one outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Beaver quickly getting ahead on Morrow. Was up 0-2. Throws that ball a little outside. It'll be 1-2 count on this pitch from Beaver.
Next pitch, that one grounded, taken by Gonzalez on a kneel. Walker back to first, not in time, so we'll get another out in the inning.
And what a play by Gonzalez. That ball took a weird hop off the back of the mound. Gonzalez drops to a knee, kind of fields it to his side, flips it over to Caleb Walker to record the second out of the inning, as Vinny Morrow will reach on the fielder's choice.
So now Beaver getting ready. Takes a look over at Morrow at first. Here's the pitch. That one out to right field. It'll fall. Another run will score. Now runners advance. It's a 16-10 game. The Americans not out of it.
And this kind of came out of nowhere. 1 run in the first, 3 in the third, 1 in the 6th. And they've now put up 5 in the bottom of the 8th. And Skip Martinez will call time and head over to the mound. And he's going to call the bullpen. And we'll see who comes on for the Muckdogs to try to shut the door for the Americans.
Lyndon, give me your best bullpen entrance song.
Oh, okay. Now, if I'm coming in, I feel like I'm a clutch player, all right? Was an athlete in high school. You know, I like Wild Thing because that gets the crowd into it. You know, Wild Thing, don't, you make my heart sing. But I like the trumpet one. The trumpet one with Edwin Diaz from the Mets. My friend James is a big Mets fan, so shout out James. It's his birthday today, actually. My friend Nolan over here, James, said happy birthday from the Niagara Falls Americans and the Batavia Muckdogs. It's not only America's birthday, it's James Torres' birthday.
So, that pitcher coming in, we had him on the broadcast yesterday. He is from London, Kentucky, in southeastern Kentucky, in the Appalachian region. We were talking about Appalachia here in the booth earlier with the stadium playing Tyler Childers, and you and I briefly talked about it. He's right around the same area from Lexington, Kentucky, in London, Kentucky. It's Reed Markham in the game in 9 2/3 innings pitched. He has 9 hits, posting a 6.51 ERA, 10 walks, 16 Ks, and opponents are hitting .250. Markham, a soft-spoken pitcher, a back-end reliever for the Muckdogs.
And you want to talk about soft-spoken. I personally have not talked to him. No, this is Nolan, everybody. Does a great job over here at Niagara Falls. He is the assistant GM in the box office for the Niagara Falls Americans. Nolan, how was your night?
You know, I'm having a good night. You know, we had a fun game, high-scoring game. That's what we love here on a baseball game. We don't want to be bored. And there's nothing boring about this game. I can say that much, you know.
And back to Reed Markham. Soft-spoken, as you mentioned, have not got a chance to talk to him, but I already know a sophisticated fella. I once walked into the clubhouse just before, a couple hours before game time. A lot of the guys joking around, having a laugh with their friends. I look over at Reed Markham. He's reading a book, and I'm not sure which book it is. I'll have to ask him, and if he finished it, and if you have any book suggestions for Reed Markham, let us know. I don't have any because I don't really read.
Landon doesn't know how to read. We got Xavier Mann coming up. So that was Nolan up here on the broadcast. Our fellow broadcaster from Niagara Falls, Carson Harper, he got a little jealous that Nolan wanted to be on our broadcast.
It's okay. Nolan wanted to be on the better broadcast here in the Niagara Falls press box. I'm just kidding. Carson does a great job over at Niagara Falls, one of the best broadcasters I have ever listened to. And sometimes, Austin, when we're playing Niagara Falls, I go back and watch it. I listen to Carson and not you just because I think he's better.
Well, man, I don't know how to feel about that one. No, I do love Carson. Carson does a great job for Niagara Falls. He's not listening to us because he's doing an ad right now, but
He's locked in over there.
if you guys ever get the chance to watch a Niagara Falls Americans game, whether that be in person or whatever, make sure you go back and watch the broadcast of Niagara Falls. You'll listen to Carson Harper from Niagara University. He does a phenomenal job, as Landon and I were both saying. And another future broadcaster for the sports world. He was on our broadcast for the first game between the Americans and the Muckdogs at Dwyer Stadium. So for those of you that have been with us since the beginning, you know who I'm talking about.
And now Reed Markham having to go through some adversity, as you mentioned, as the fireworks are really pouring on here in Niagara Falls now.
That one popped up. Markham going after it. Bolton right there as well. Markham loses it. That'll fall. 2 runs will score. It's an infield single.
And I saw the panic on Reed Markham's eyes. James Bolton put his hands up. He didn't know where it was. Reed Markham thought that he had it, but he overran it, and that's a tough play for a pitcher.
Typically, you see a catcher make that play, but Markham called everybody off. He wanted it.
And I don't know if he called it, more like he put his hands up and said, guys, help me out. Where's the ball? But Dalton Harper, more importantly, scores from first base. That's how high that ball was hit, and it's a bases clearing error single for Xavier Mann.
That one in there for the first strike. So it's a 16-12 game. It's a 7-run bottom of the 8th for the Americans. They beat the Auburn Doubledays, who are in second place. And now they're 4 runs away from tying the Muckdogs here, who are in first place in the West.
Xavier Mann is 0 for 1 on the year with stolen bags. We'll see if the Americans elect to put him in motion, to put him in scoring position, to try to tack one more on and cut down the Batavia Muckdogs lead.
Now the 0-2. Markham's pitch. That one, check swing. They'll say he went, and that's how the bottom of the 8th ends, but the Americans do a ton of damage here in the inning. 7 runs score, and now we are at a 4-run ball game. 7 runs on 6 hits and 1 error, to be exact. Heading to the 9th, the Muckdogs trying to add some insurance, but the momentum has swung towards the Niagara Falls Americans on the 4th of July.
Jeez, this guy stinks. Go to the bullpen. Ready?
Me? Ow. Thanks to these Muckdogs jerseys, which you can buy now, I'm still fresh and still clean.
Top of the 9th. It's a 7-run bottom of the 8th. Revival by Zach Bryan playing here at Sal Magley Stadium. The DJ Corey, I don't know his last name, but Corey, he does a great job. He's over here nodding, fist bumping. The Americans had a revival in the bottom of the 8th. Yankiel Gonzalez comes up. It's a 4-run ball game here in the top of the 9th.
And you know what, Austin? We're standing up. The Niagara Falls Americans, Carson and Nolan are standing up. We're both commentating this game shoulder by shoulder. There's 4 grown men commentating this 9th inning of this game.
Excitement brewing on the 4th of July. We've had fireworks going on throughout the evening. Fireworks will happen after this game, but there's been plenty of fireworks in this one so far.
And Austin, I don't want to say that I'm a fortune teller, but I did say that, I think, during the pregame.
I mean, Carson, I love every second of it, but I think we have a big
1 ball and 1 strike.
really has to down on this pitch.
Coach Martinez, if you watch this game back, just know that Landon jinxed you.
Well, when I said that, I meant our 9-run inning in the second.
Next pitch. That one will hit Gonzalez.
So Gonzalez takes the hard 90 to lead things off for the Muckdogs in the top of the 9th as they try and add some insurance runs.
So now Anthony Greco comes up to the plate with the fireworks going on all around the stadium.
And tonight it seems like the ball has just popped off the bat for both sides of the clubhouses today, both Niagara Falls and Batavia, scorching balls left and right. And no other person than Batavia wants up right now than Anthony Greco.
Speaking of popping, both offenses have been on fire. They've been explosive this evening. Puns fully intended on what I was just saying. 1 ball and 1 strike to Greco. That one outside.
And Moore does not want to leave anything up and in against Greco. That's where he hit that home run. And just like tonight, the air, the humidity, the ball could go a long ways for Greco if he gets a hold of one.
2-1. Swung on a miss by Greco, and now a 2-2 count.
I've been down there in the dugout with the guys. They've been staying positive. That's the only way.
2 balls and 2 strikes.
Gonzalez at first base has decent speed. He's 1 for 1 on the year with stolen bases.
That one, a strikeout. Greco goes down looking.
Greco thought that one was a little bit upstairs. So does manager Joey Skip Martinez. But the umpire rings up Greco, and that'll bring in the 10-hitter, Sean Pope. Pope, 1 for 3 on the day with a walk. In his first at-bat, he had that bases-clearing triple that was responsible for 3 RBIs in the 9-run inning in the second.
First pitch upcoming. Moore's pitch. That one low. One ball, no strikes to Pope. Next pitch. That one, same spot. 2-0. 2-0. Missing high and outside. 3 balls and no strikes.
So Pope ahead 3-0. We'll see if Skip gives him the green light. As we all know, he has pop in that bat. I really want Pope to get a green light here, Austin.
3-0. That one a strike.
Brandon Moore up on the mound. Up on.
Hitters count 3-1. That one, another strike. So Moore battling all the way back. It's a 3-2 count with Pope up at the plate.
And just like that, Moore evens the count for himself.
That one grounded, foul. What a game we have going here. The Muckdogs scored 8. They scored 0 in the first is what I meant to say. 9 in the second. Next pitch, that one in foul territory and bouncing into the dugout of the Americans.
Vinny Morrow, once again, showing off the range, the athleticism, the speed that he has at third base. Normally, you see a third baseman, they're a little on the bigger side, like myself. I played third base in high school. Not Vinny Morrow. 6'2", 190 pounds from Niagara University, and he's got wheels tracking on a lot of balls in foul territory.
Full count pitch to Pope. That one grounded foul again. Diving is Coach Cox, not able to corral it.
Khalid Cox, his birthday last night, just turned 29, I believe, was Coach Cox, and he tries his best over there at first base to corral foul balls. I have his season total at 9.5 on the over. I think he's only at like 2 clean ones right now. He better start picking it up as we're halfway through the year.
That one swung on and missed, and Pope swings and misses. He goes down on strikes.
And Brandon Moore wins the battle there against Pope. Pope was ahead 3-0 as Moore threw 3 straight balls out of the zone. He then battled back. Pope battling back of his own with a couple foul balls, and he gets the swing and the miss, and Sean Pope will have a seat on the dugout.
Walker now coming up. Next pitch, that one in there for a strike.
Caleb Walker drew a walk in his first at-bat.
So the Muckdogs, in their last 3 games, including tonight, they've scored 47 combined runs.
You said 4 games?
3 games.
3?
1-1. That one fouled off from Walker. Now a 1-2 count.
And the pitching obviously struggled a little bit towards the later half of this game, but they have a lot of talent in that bullpen and in the starting rotation. If they can really lock things up, I mean, you see what this offense is capable of.
2 balls and 2 strikes now on Caleb Walker. Moore gets set. And the pitch. That one misses outside, and now a full count.
So with Gonzalez leading off first base, he will be in motion on a full count.
Here's the pitch. Outside, Walker walks. Jake Butler now coming up, second on the team in RBIs, and he needs one here for his team. All the momentum has swung towards the Americans here in the 9th.
Butler 1 for 5 on the evening. He had a double in his 3rd at-bat. He fouled that up by a deep fly ball to center field that was caught by Nick Moniel.
That one in there for strike 1 on Jake Butler. Next pitch. That one deep to left field from Butler. That one's fair. Here comes Gonzalez and Walker. Jake Butler gets it done for the Muckdogs. That one landed on the line. It was tough to see up here in the booth, but Butler clears the bases and puts himself on second.
And Jake Hollins can't believe that landed in fair territory. I mean, he tracked that ball for a long ways from the left field position. That ball landed, like you said, just on the line. And with Caleb Walker and Gonzalez with 2 outs, putting the burners on, and they're
the Americans. So now I put on the trusty binoculars to see the number.
As there are 6 Americans all wearing the same jersey. So honestly, Austin, I think you're screwed.
Nah, I know exactly who it is on the mound. I just can't see his number.
Number 32, Austin. How did you not
23,
see that?
Michael Suarez in the game. Big thanks to Carson Harper for that. That's why we're right next to each other. So, Landon trying to read the roster, but as I mentioned earlier, he has trouble reading. He's from Concord, Mass, and kind of fitting. Sticking with the historical theme this evening, The Battle of Lexington and Concord started the American Revolution.
Okay, you know, I'm here to watch baseball, not have a history lesson, Austin.
I got support from Nolan, so I don't care what you think, Landon.
Michael Soares making his 4th appearance on the year for the Niagara Falls Americans. He's pitched 5 1/3 innings. He's given up 3 earned runs, has allowed 5 walks, and has 6 strikeouts on the year. He has a 0-0 record, but he has recorded 1 save so far this season for the Americans.
So we'll take a break as we get ready for Soares to come. Actually, never mind. We won't take a break. Soares decided that he heard that I was going to take a break, and he said, take that. I want to face Romick right now.
And for Michael Soares, I don't know if you really want to face Cooper Romick. It's kind of the guy that is stepping in the batter's box that you have to face. Cooper Romick, no one that you want to mess with. 3rd on this team in batting average. And he's as dangerous as ever.
Swung on and missed by Romick.
Romick stepping in to the batter's box. 1 for 4 on the day with a walk.
Next one, another strike on Romick, so he's quickly down 0-2.
Romick, a 2-strike hitter. We'll see if you put one in play.
That one fouled off. Tons of fireworks going off in the distance in left field.
And I think Jack was saying how he's scared of fireworks, and I think I see him under the bleachers right now in a ball.
He is. He is hiding from the fireworks. Doing his best to just stay away from what's going on. Next pitch. That one a ball high. So 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Can somebody please tell Jack it's going to be okay?
Next pitch, that one high again. 2 balls and 2 strikes. So Jack actually was so scared of the fireworks that he came up here and hid in the booth. He's back with us again.
Either that or you couldn't get enough of me.
They're really loud and scary, Austin.
Romick goes down looking. And now we're heading to the bottom of the 9th. Last chance for the Americans. They're down by 6. They scored 7 in the bottom of the 8th. Coach Martinez giving words to the umpire as he's walking by.
That ball looked to be a little bit inside for Romick, but nonetheless, it is a strikeout. And the Muckdogs hold a 6-run advantage as we head into the bottom of the 9th inning. It'll be Reed Markham on the mound for the Muckdogs. Markham just 5 pitches last inning.
So Markham going to do the job to finish it. We'll be back. We're back here at Sal Magley Stadium. Jake Hollins leading it off for the Americans. And Landon, you and I got to listen to the assistant GM, Nolan, do his broadcast here. He is hilarious, unlike
Our assistant GM, Jack. Nah, we love Jack. Not the funniest guy. He's kind of a more serious. Imagine a Lego character with like that little kind of like that banana mouth. That's Jack.
0-1 upcoming. That one outside. Now it's a party in the press box as the Can USA owner Robbie Nichols has joined us.
He's obviously very festive on the 4th of July.
1-1. That one misses outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. 2-1 upcoming. Markham gets set. And the delivery. That one swung on and missed by Hollins. Now a 2-2 count.
You know, I think that's the only way to go about life.
So although Jack is not the funniest, he did beat me in FIFA before this, so I guess he wanted me to say that. I don't know why.
2-2 for Markham. That one fouled off.
But Austin, we're playing a best out of 3 series. Just like you're playing a best out of 7 series with Jack about NHL. Tell me how that's going.
We haven't played in about a month because Jack's too scared to play me. He's currently leading 3-2, though. That one's outside. I keep asking to play him, but he's scared to take me on. I've been practicing, so he's scared. Full count pitch. That one fouled off again.
So we'll do it all over again as Jake Collins follows that one into the pool at Niagara Falls. And no, Mr. Chandler, we are not jumping in the pool.
Somebody that can, though, is Jack. Go get that foul ball. Just don't drown. We have some floaties in the car. Here.
This will be the 9th pitch of the at-bat from Markham to Hollins.
Full count delivery. The payoff pitch from Markham. That one misses outside and he walks him.
And that slider from Markham just gets away. And it'll be the leadoff man on for the Niagara Falls Americans. And although for Markham, that's the leadoff man on, you still don't have to panic here. You do have a 6-run advantage, 1 out at a time.
Ryan Donovan up with a runner on first. That one in there for strike 1.
Ryan Donovan stepping in. He had that triple down the right field line that Sean Pope just was out of reach of his glove.
That one barely missing the bag, so now down 0-2. Oh, 2 upcoming. Markham ready. Here's the delivery. That one a little high. It looked like it was right down the middle.
Oh, yeah. But, you know, I'm starting to see some American fans grow from these guys, you know? I mean, they want their team to win. They're getting the
1 ball and 2 strikes. We're doing it again. Here's the pitch. That one swung on and missed. Markham gets the strikeout.
Reed Markham records his 2nd strikeout of his outing as he's thrown 2/3 of an inning and 2 strikeouts. He's doing it all himself late in this one.
So here we go. Hunter Von Zelowitz up at the plate.
You know what, Coach Gabriel? This is the Goliath Batavia Muckdogs against the Niagara Falls Americans running on the power of friendship. And now we run on the power of Hunter Von Zelowitz.
Markham's pitch. That one fouled off. So Jack just tried to knock down my hat, but he couldn't reach it.
Because we're standing up.
Yeah. Well, he's standing up too. It's just his arms aren't long enough and he's not tall enough.
You know, Yummies just took a step over and stadium shook a little bit.
0-1 upcoming. Von Zelowitz takes time.
It's extremely hard for me to focus with things blowing up all around us. Fireworks, that is.
I think they said that during the revolution, actually. A couple times.
0-1 upcoming from Markham. That one fouled off by Von Zelowitz, and now An 0-2 count. Markham trying to end it here.
Von Zelowitz 1 for 2 on the evening with a double and a ground out.
Here is the pitch from Markham, the 0-2. That one outside. Bolton drops it. He'll collect it back. Now a 1-2 count.
Thank you for enduring all that has happened today. We apologize if we're a little distracted with lots going on. We're trying to call a ball game. It's kind of like shiny objects.
Yeah.
Now a 1-2 count upcoming. Here's the delivery. That one fouled off again.
So Von Zelowitz not going down without a fight, fouling off pitches, staying alive. And the Americans making Reed Markham work on the bump.
Well, we'll do it again. The 1-2 upcoming.
So I've said that already, and I'm going to stick to it. Americans lose. No
Markham ready. Here's the pitch. That one fouled off again. We stay alive. Somebody just took the line drive to the gut.
A clean catch, though. That one was not bobbled. Something Jared could not do the other day here at Sal Maglie Stadium. For those of you who don't know, Jared, the other broadcaster, we had him at .5 foul balls caught. He dropped every single one.
That one out to right field. Sliding is Pope. He makes the grab. They say it dropped, but there's a force out at second.
Jake Collins, unlucky. He goes halfway. He thought Pope caught the ball. He goes back to first, but the field umpire said Pope did not get that one cleanly, and Hollins, a force out at second, will be the second out of the bottom of the ninth inning for the Americans.
Markham gets set. The first pitch upcoming to the top of the lineup in Mo Neal. Here's the pitch. That one in there for a strike. You know, maybe Jared couldn't track down those foul balls because of his hurt knee.
I have heard of that.
0-1. That one misses. Now a 1-1 count.
I've been to Florida. I don't think I've ever touched foot in Tampa. I'm a Disney guy.
1-1. Here's the next pitch from Markham. That one misses outside.
Nick O'Neal, 3 for 4 on the day for the Americans with a walk. He's had 3 singles in his last 3 at-bats.
2-1 from Markham. Swung on and missed, and Markham 1 strike away.
The Americans down to their final life here in the bottom of the ninth inning, hoping for a miracle on America's birthday.
2 balls and 2 strikes. Markham, he's set from the stretch, lifts the leg and the pitch. That one high, and now we're at a full count. Markham ready, a full count pitch. The runner will be going with 2 outs. Markham lifts the leg and the pitch. That one, a ball high, and he walks him.
Reed Markham just dealt his 30th pitch of the day. And I see a catcher in the Muckdogs bullpen, but it looks like it'll be Reed Markham's game to finish.
Dom Mariani up at the plate. The name that Landon struggles to say.
Dom Mariani takes the first. Bolton called time. So Bolton will go out and step out to have a word with his pitcher, Reed Markham. Calming down Markham, saying just one more out to get on the bus and head home back to Batavia as they get ready to take on Buffalo tomorrow at Dwyer Stadium.
Landon taking the role as Yummy Dog tomorrow. Me doing whatever I'm told, and Jared on the broadcast.
Reed Markham gets his sign. He comes set at the bell. First pitch to Mariani.
Markham's first pitch. That one in there for a strike. 2 strikes away.
And that's the thing Reed Markham was really looking for, jumping out early with that first pitch strike, giving Markham the advantage over Mariani.
0-1. That one inside on Mariani, almost clipping him.
I will say the one bad part about being an in-game host, I did not get to spend time with my boy Joe today. That's my brother from another mother.
1 ball, 1
I love
strike.
spending time with my boy.
Markham getting ready.
And that's okay. And it's okay. 100%.
Here's the pitch. That one missing low and outside, and now 2 balls and 1 strike.
Robbie Nichols is not happy.
Mariani, 1 for 3 on the day with a hit by pitch and a walk.
What a game that we have had. 18-12 with Batavia.
As more fireworks go off in the outfield.
Markham's 2-1. That one a ball high, and now a 3-1 count.
All of a sudden, Carson, trade moments are going through great opportunity. Look what we have. It's getting close. It's getting great.
I mean, not on the scoreboard.
Markham resetting. He has to battle back here. He's going to load the bases for the heart of the lineup. Markham's pitch. That one fouled off by Mariani, and now a full count. The runners will be moving.
Fonz Elowitz off second base. Monil off of first. Both have excellent speed for the Americans.
My bad. I didn't. What do you want me to do? Now wave her? She waved at me.
Markham is set. The full count. 2 outs with runners on first and second. Markham from the stretch lifts the leg. There goes the runners. Next pitch. That one out to right field. Pope getting back on it. He gets underneath it. And the Muckdogs will win it here on the 4th of July and extend their hitting streak. Their winning streak, rather. It's an 18-12 victory over the Americans here on the 4th of July.
But that's okay. Now we got some fireworks to sit back and watch. It's what's better than fireworks on the 4th of July.
So as for this one here in Niagara Falls at Sal Magley Stadium, it's another victory for the Muckdogs. They'll be back in action tomorrow. The winning pitcher, Josh Livengood, this evening. The losing pitcher is Jude Lowry. As for all of us here at the Batavia Muckdogs, we'd like to thank you for watching the broadcast. We'll be back tomorrow as the Muckdogs take on the Buffalo All-Stars at Dwyer Stadium. Yummies is dancing, showing off his Muckdogs gear. We'll be back tomorrow. Stay tuned. See you tomorrow.